9 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers on the rise this week. The first guy is Brandon Woodruff of the Milwaukee Brewers. So Woodruff, we know he was a high fantasy pick in most of your drafts this offseason here, but right here he's pitching real good so far this season. 4-2 record, 33 hits, 10 earned runs, 3 homers given up, 16 walks, 83 strikeouts already for Woodruff. An amazing 1.27 ERA, 0.69 whip, and league leader, I believe, with 10 quality starts in the last couple weeks here for Woodruff. 14 innings, 2-0 record, 5 hits, no runs given up, 2 walks, 18 Ks, and 0.50 whip in 2 quality starts. So Woodruff, he's pretty much unhittable at this time in this season here for this Brewer team. And him and Jacob deGrom, it seems like they're the 2 best pitchers going right now. And Kevin Gausman in the mix as well. So Woodruff, he's rising up the rankings. He's going out there each and every 5th day the last month here. And he's mowing teams down and he's getting easy outs. He's playing well. And right now he's definitely on the rise the last few outings here for Woodruff. May 18th at Kansas City, 7 2/3. Got the loss but only 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a 1.17 ERA and a 0.78 whip. And a quality start. May 24th versus San Diego, 7 innings, got the win, 3 hits, no runs in that one, an 0.43 whip, and a quality start. And May 30th at Washington, 7 innings, got the win, 2 hits, 2 walks, no runs given up, 10 Ks, 0.57 whip, and a quality start. So his next outing is June 6th versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. And right now, he's just going right through lineups like it's nothing, is Woodruff. And he's definitely rising up and been an impact player the last couple weeks here for fantasy owners. The next pitcher on the rise is Marquez of the Colorado Rockies. So Marquez here, he was off to a tough start early in the season. And obviously it's tough to pitch in Coors Field as your home ballpark. And obviously for a team that's not really playing that well this season here is the Rockies. So on the season, Marquez 65 1/3, 3-5 record, 30 earned runs, 6 homers given up, 33 walks, which has been an Achilles heel for him. 69 strikeouts, a 4.13 ERA, which is still pretty decent. A 1.39 whip and 7 quality starts, but the last couple weeks here for Marquez, 20 innings, 1-1 record, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer given up, 6 walks, 21 Ks, 0.90 ERA, and a 0.75 whip with 3 quality starts. So he's gone out there the last 2 or 3 outings, and he's really mowing down teams, and he's definitely getting good results for fantasy owners and the Rockies, and he's definitely on the rise this week. The last few outings, May 21st versus Arizona, 7 innings, got the win, 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 Ks, no runs, 1 whip, 1 quality start. May 27th at the Mets, 6 innings, tough luck loser, got the loss, 1 earned run, 3 hits, a homer, giving up a walk, 6 Ks, a 1.5 ERA, 0.67 whip, and a quality start. And June 1st versus Texas Rangers, 7 innings, no decision again, 2 hits, only 1 run, 2 walks, 7 Ks, a 1.29 ERA, and an 0.57 whip with the quality start. So his next outing as well is June 6th versus Oakland, and I think in that outing he'll continue to keep moving up the rankings. And pitching well here is Marquez. So this week he's rising up, and I think it's going to keep trending up right now here for Marquez. The next pitcher is Lynn of the Chicago White Sox. So the White Sox in the offseason, they acquired Lynn from the Texas Rangers, and he's been great once again is Lynn. I thought it was a fluke last season, his numbers, but this year he's taking it to the next level. 52 2/3, 6-1 record, 7 earned runs, 33 hits, 4 homers given up, 15 walks, 57 strikeouts, a 1.20 ERA, and a 0.91 whip with 4 quality starts in the last couple weeks here for Lynn. 12 innings, 2-0 record, 5 hits, no runs given up at all, 3 walks, 11 Ks, and 0.67 whip, and a quality start. So right here, Lynn, he's pitches in a pretty weak division, which I mentioned a lot in my videos, is the AL Central here. Obviously, the weak teams like Minnesota this year struggling, Kansas City, not that great of a hitting ball club, and the Cleveland Indians as well, and Detroit Tigers. So right here, it's a pretty good division, and he's going right through it here is Lynn so far in the early going here. So the last few outings for Lynn, May 24th versus St. Louis, one of his former teams, 7 innings, got the win, 3 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, 4 Ks, a 1.29 ERA, and an 0.86 whip in a quality start. May 29th versus Baltimore, 5 innings, got the win, 3 hits, no runs, 7 Ks, 0.60 ERA in that one. And his next outing is later on today versus the Detroit Tigers, and we'll see what he could do with it versus them. But this guy, he's been lights out. That ERA is way down this season, and he's going way up the rankings and rising up this week and the last few weeks, as well as Lynn. The next is Sean Manaya of the Oakland Athletics. So Manaya here, he's been a pretty decent pitcher throughout his career, but the last couple weeks is where he's starting to find his groove finally, after removed from a major surgery a few seasons ago, is Manaya. So far this season, 70 innings, 4-2 record, 70 hits, 26 earned runs, 7 homers given up, 16 walks, 70 Ks, 3.36 ERA, a 1.23 whip, and 7 quality starts. But the last couple weeks here for him, 20 2/3, 1-0 record, 14 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, 22 strikeouts, a nice 0.87 ERA, 1.02 whip, and 2 quality starts. So right here, Manaya, he's taking the next step here for this Oakland Athletic team. And his latest outing, June 2nd, he won a complete game 4-hitter shutout in that game. So right here, he's another guy in a weak division, in my opinion, like Lance Lynn, where there's some weak hitting teams. The Angels, obviously, without Trout, they're going to be a weak hitting team. Seattle, not that great of a hitting team. Houston's decent, and Texas, they're just inconsistent hitting the baseball, in my opinion. So the last few outings from Manaya, May 23rd at the Angels, 5 innings, no decision, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 1.80 ERA, and a 1.20 whip. Then May 28th versus the Angels, 6 2/3, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 Ks, a 1.35 ERA, 1.35 whip, and a quality start. And June 2nd, like I mentioned, at Seattle, 9 innings, complete game shutout, 4 hitter, 2 walks, 8 Ks, 0.67 whip in that one. So Manaya, he's been pitching good the last 2 or 3 outings. And like I mentioned, he's in the weak division, and I think he could keep going up that ranking board and be on the rise with the weak division and him finally finding his groove after the last couple seasons, trying to find it again after coming off major surgery. And the 5th and final pitcher on the rise this week's Craig Kimbrough of the Chicago Cubs, who I mentioned early in the week. Kimbrough as a sell-high candidate at the pitching position. But this guy's been lights out here for this Cub team so far this season. 23 innings, 1-2 record, 10 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer, 8 walks, 39 strikeouts, an ISO 0.78 ERA, 0.78 whip, and already on the season, 13 saves for Kimbrough. But the last 2 weeks, 6 1/3, 1-0 record, 5 saves, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 12 Ks, and 0.63 whips. Craig Kimbrough, one of the top closers once again in fantasy baseball this season. After the last few seasons, to be honest, he struggled and just couldn't find his way. But now Kimbrough, he's hitting on all cylinders, and I think he's a free agent after the season as well. So he's definitely trying to cash in and get the big contract in the offseason, is Kimbrough. And right now, he's pitching well. And this Cub team, they're playing above expectations, what people thought they would be this season, especially after trading Yu Darvish in the offseason and a couple other pieces. But right now, they're competing, they're playing well, and we'll see if Kimbrough keeps it going. But right now, he's definitely on the rise, and that's a few pitchers on the rise here in Week 9 of the fantasy baseball season.